afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I've made my way over to the Aasted stand. I always make my way to the Aasted stand at ProSweets, and there's a reason why for that. That's because the technology that they produce in the tempering and enrobing business is quite unique. And next to me is a gentleman who is very much behind this technology. His name is Dennis Holmed, and he's spent a life in developing this technology. And so can you tell us about how you came into this sort of position and what you do at Aasted?
Yeah, I started in Aasted for 15 years ago and was manager for the tempering department. But I sort of get more into to develop the machines, and then now I'm actually just in R&D and develop machines now.
Yes.
So that is my job.
So what's actually going on here? This is quite unique, isn't it?
Yes.
I think this
is an energy tempering machine, and the difference between a traditional tempering machine and this one is this machine is actually tempering just like you did in the old days.
Yeah.
You took 1/3 of the mass out, make crystals on that, and mix it all together.
Basically, it's pretty much the model looks similar to the tempering machine before, but there's quite a lot more going on to this machine than meets the eye.
Yeah, yeah. When you do get it, it looks like a traditional tempering machine, but the secret lies in this one.
Okay.
All chocolate is coming through here, been first heated up, melting all crystals.
Yep.
Then we cool down to 32 degrees, suck out 1/3 of the chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
The 2/3 is going through this bypass tube here, and inside here the crystallization zone. Only the 1/3 is coming.
Okay.
You have a lot of time to make share, and thereby you have many small fine crystals. They're going to meet up in the last zone here.
Yes.
And mix together,
Okay.
and then you have the finished result.
Is that a fairly new development for Aasted?
Yeah, we put it on Interpack in 2011. Was the first time we showed this, and have quite a success with this, and therefore we have it on again, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
For ProSweets.
Yeah.
And so what makes this machine unique? And in like what you're saying, it's fairly advanced technology. This, isn't it?
You could say that it is what we call is a new standard of quality tempering. No doubt about that. Mm-hmm. You really need as much time as possible to get a good quality tempering. So if you try to make a very small tempering machine and press a lot of chocolate through it, you will have, of course, temper it, but it will be a bad tempering with very big crystals in it.
Yeah, okay.
So that is the one part. The other part is, of course, also it saves energy. And we actually says that it uses 50% less energy than a traditional tempering machine.
Yeah. So with these things running 24 hours, the amount of energy that someone can save must be huge with the price of oil and gas going up.
It is, yeah. One of our good customers, he have bought now 7 of these machines, and he sent me figures, and these 7 machines are saving him 130,000 a year in electrical power.
Wow! So
that is a lot.
So the payback time with a machine like this must be quite good then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
How long would it take for someone to, for want better terms, get their money back?
How long it takes to get it back?
In terms of fuel?
We normally say 6 years.
Right.
Then the machine is actually paid back totally.
Okay, so Dennis, we've got the enrober here behind you, and I'm fascinated with this because I've heard so much about it. And tell me, what's the difference between this enrober now, today, and the enrober of, let's say, this enrober 2 years ago?
The old enrober was having problem with the tempering, keeping that stable and what do you call it, same temperature, same tempering degree all the time. It will vary it a bit because in the belly of this beast, the chocolate is coming in and not finished tempered, and you need to make a reheat of it inside. But when you put it in a big service tank and it is filled with chocolate from start, then it's very difficult to actually heat the chocolate up.
Okay.
So to try to make that better, then you're flushing the tempering. The enrober with fresh tempered chocolate all the time.
Okay,
a lot of it.
Yeah. So you mentioned belly. I'm fascinated. This has got a belly. So let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at the belly of the chocolate. Can you explain to me what's going on in here?
Yeah.
This is where the chocolate's coming in, is it?
This is the service tank where the chocolate is before coming up to the products at the flow pan. So on a traditional one, you will put the chocolate down here, the fresh tempered chocolate, try to make a reheat. But of course that is very difficult because it's filled with chocolate. So that will give you an unstable tempering degree. What we have done here now is actually putting in the chocolate after the service tank, in the flow up to the flow pan, to the products. And we come in now with the finished tempered chocolate. So we don't need to have a reheat, but we will just maintain the temperature of it.
Yeah.
And it's quite simple just to move the piping from the tank into the flow here, but it really does make a difference.
And basically chocolate stored there, and but that's such a simple idea. It seems strange. It's the most simple things, to come up.
Yeah.
How did you come up with an idea? Did you just develop it, or was it like, hey, presto, we got an idea?
It's just pop up. I think it was in the bath or something like that.
Yeah. But the most ideas seem to come when you're not looking for them. The best ones.
That's right. Yeah. I rush out and talk to the guys in the R&D department, and we agreed to try it.
And then you started developing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And here it is. So, and this is new for ProSweets. It's fairly new, isn't it? I mean, we haven't seen it. So
we just get in the air with this one. Yeah.
And what does the chocolate industry? What do the manufacturers? What's the reception been so far?
Well, we have
I suppose
big interest.
It's only day one, I know. So.
No. But there have been a big interest.
I
mean, we have talked about this for a couple of months now, and a lot of customers are interested in this.
But obviously, it saves a lot of money, investment on the energy.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It does.
Two of them together. Can you give me an idea of how much that does?
As we're saying now, when you have really control over your tempering, your temperature and the tempering index in the chocolate, then you actually can have a much smaller tempering machine. So when you're going to purchase a set like this, it will be cheaper in the future.
What do you mean smaller in width, size, height, or?
In amount of chocolate coming to this machine.
Right.
So what we're saying is you will save approximately 2/3 of the energy also. So you buy a smaller tempering machine, and you also save a lot of energy.
So this one is saving equally the same amount of energy as the tempering unit, is that right?
Yeah.
So it looks like you're going to have to buy one of these as well, because you probably have to better start buying one, because 6 years and you get the money back.
They go as a couple.
They go as a couple, so they're man and wife. You can't do without one without the other. So, but it's a lovely piece of machinery, and I think most interestingly is this unique area here where it's just doing something that could have thought about years ago, but it's just coming out now.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what's going to happen next in enrobing technology.
We have a lot on, but I can't tell you now.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Dennis. And, it's been lovely to talk to you. And I'm looking forward to finding out more about what's going on at Aasted.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.